Okay, right now we're drilling holes in the top of this lid, which I'm gonna wipe off actually.
Well, I may as well wait till I throw.
And we're going to put holes, bamboo, and tie rope around it to keep the plant secure.
Alright, so
I'll be back to explain this system. Need to be charged. Okay, these are our cucumbers. And we're probably going to space them different, but we have strawberries for the covering of the bottom. And we'll see how that goes. It should cover the whole bottom so we don't need much mulch. So we didn't really mulch a whole lot here. We put a little bit, but not a whole lot. I think I'm going to loosen up the mulch around the strawberries. But we'll probably space these more better because they're so close, and I'm thinking we're growing vertically, but in the past with my experience we need more room. And then here's our tree. This is the orange tree we grew from seed. Now you don't really know if it's going to fruit if you grow something from seed because of how much they genetically modify stuff these days. So it's best to get a tree from a sapling instead of the seed, but it's possible if you buy your seeds from the right place. Yep, this is a sapling. That's a sapling now too, but we started this 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago.
Right.
And this is our...
This one's cantaloupe. We got 3 cantaloupe plants here and 3 honeydew plants here. Never done these before, so I'm discovering now that I needed trellis because, as you can see, if something has a little feeler like this on it, that means it wants to climb. I did not realize that melon plants were climbers, so now I need to go buy trellis. I'm going to stick these in here for now.
Yes, and ideally we would have this on the ground in like a food forest, but here we're renting and we want to be able to take these with us. And not only that, but we can't mess the yard up a whole lot because we're renting, and I don't want to fix the yard when we leave here. But ideally we would have these on the ground with some sort of cage around them, but growing wild like. Things would be so much different. But this is how we're doing it with a budget and with our circumstances.
Now these guys,
small spaces.
we got to put a shade over them. They're getting too much sun.
This happened while they were growing. It was a nutrient deficiency. They'll be all right. They're getting the right amount of sun.
We got a lot of little baby beans already.
Yep, and these I need to space better too. I came out here and put this pole up, but these are pole beans. So I think a couple more bush, actually.
No, they were, well, they are all bush beans. Yeah. So we got quite a few coming in already.
And then here we're gonna do Brussels sprouts, and we're gonna eventually have a shade for this because the sun gets so hot out here. It's not too bad right now. It's like summertime in the Midwest. But so let's put this stuff in here. You got it, or you need my help?
We're about to find out.
I should have gotten the I honestly don't know what I did with my tripod after the other day. So, normally, if you're using soil you already have, you're going to want to test the soil and put the proper amount of nutrient in it. But we just bought this soil because
We went through
yeah,
30.
we went through, yeah, a lot of soil. So when you buy it, it comes prepared already, and you don't really need to do anything to it.
Unless you got compost you want to add.
Right.
I'm gonna go grab our last bag. Oh, I was like, what's that?
Okay, so this is what we got going on here. I have put bamboo sticks right next to each plant to give it somewhere to hold on to. I'm going to change this one. Because we don't want the small ones, because these are going to grow bigger, and once they attach, see these guys, they're throwing these too. So these are going to wrap around here at one point. We wanted to have something to wrap around. Just like these guys. But these are going to be heavy, so I've never done melons before where this is a work in progress. New stuff.
You got some. Okay.
Quick story real quick. So we're doing our starters, and I find this come up with one of the Brussels, and I'm like, where did that come from? We didn't plant tomatoes. That's a tomato plant. So we're growing that. It's kind of like this one, which was a mystery. Jaden planted in one of the flower pots, and it was a tree. And we were just like, where'd it come from? But I think Jaden squirted tomato out of his tomato the other day, and that's how this happened. Better root system will probably do better.
That last little guy in here. No. Okay. We'll put him in the compost.
This is organic mulch. Do what?
We'll do this first. One thing at a time. I'm all over.
Yeah, I'm like trying to stay.
You're like, wait, what are you talking about? Everything. It's a Gemini on me. I got 52 projects going on. I'm a Gemini, right? I know, that's why you're the only person in the world that can follow me a little bit.
Because we're the opposite, then you're the Capricorn, really. So,
He's got some leaves here hanging out on there too.
you get more there.
Yeah.
That's why I changed my shirt. Right there.
Hello. You might need a password. We need mulching.
Jaden, typically would be out here helping us, but he doesn't feel good.
Yeah, he's had a fever yesterday, so he's want to stay inside and get himself better. If we can keep him in. That's a battle on its own. He wants to be outside playing in the dirt too, which I won't complain about. Typically.
I'm going to take these and put copper wire over them.
Wasn't expecting. There's both holes out of it.
Give them a good soak. And it's really easy. It's not super complicated.
If you're like us, you can
I mean,
overcomplicate
you
it.
just start somewhere. 4 years ago, I knew nothing. And I just
Totally
did it.
overcomplicated things the first couple times. made way more work for ourselves than we needed.
And I'm open to any questions anyone has about it.
Suggestions.
Or suggestions, yeah. Discussion.
We're still right here. I don't know if he's going to do anything, but this is a mandarin seed that Gabby decided to stick in the soil and see what happened. So he sprouted. It'll be years before it does anything, but we're going to put him in a bigger pot and give him some room to grow. So that's what I'm going to do with this last little bit of soil here.
Now I'm taking out the scale to measure up exactly how many grams.
Daddy, I figured out how you can turn what
Buddy,
down?
I'm doing a video. I'm recording. Hold on.
He was super root bound.
Wow.
So I'm glad we decided to go.
I'm
and do
doing
that
this
today.
video.
Alright.
Okay, my blend.
Do water, please.
Okay, we got Epsom salt, magnesium. We're going to do 6, 12. This is calcium nitrate, and this is a master blend. Let's do 12 of the calcium nitrate, 6 of the magnesium. And this is all on your label. So you'll see this on the label. So it's not like a huge deal remembering this is even look at the label. Keep that for reference. So I just measure out 6. Carefully. Don't really want to put too much. And you'll do this weekly in all the buckets, and you got to change out the water monthly. So it was really a chore when I lived, when they were upstairs in the balcony. Go down here, it was really easy. 18.
Oh no.
Perfect. Okay, now I have that. I'm gonna have Karen stir that in, and I drilled holes to make a holder. So we're gonna try that. I can either put one of those tomato cages, or I can make my own cage for the plant. Okay, so I'm going to take this and just wash the soil off the root system and put clay beads, and I'll show you that process later.
Whoa. This one is so sore.
Okay, I don't want to go too hardcore, so I left a little bit of dirt. But this is what I got. And we have our clay beads.
Yep,
Where are
baby.
those? Is that? Alright.
Oh,
We're gonna make sure.
those are like sausages.
Are we gonna put a wick? I mean, we don't really need to, but go ahead. And the water is just high enough so it's touching the bottom. You want to keep your levels at that, because air roots will grow off the root system if it's left in open air. And then you have a problem when you fill it back up, you're going to suffocate the plant. So you want to make sure you keep going.
No, I meant the plant because you raised it while you were talking.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think it'll be alright. I'm gonna run water through it.
Okay. I didn't just dump this because
Just
it
wrap
had
it
some leaves and stuff.
Put a little more on that side, it should be good.
We're good?
Alright, did we stir the
Yes, we did. Can you water this? Is there water left in the house? The little tree guy needs to be watered.
So that's the hydroponic system. In a nutshell, I can go more into detail, but it's basically these tubes run into a machine that pushes air out into an air stone like you would use for an aquarium, and it releases oxygen into the tank or into the bucket through the water, through the air going through the water, it bubbles. So that keeps your pH level good, and then you put your nutrient content, so that's going to be like what's in the soil, but it's going to be in liquid form, and the roots just grow into the bottom, and then they'll look like this eventually. Get this off. And this one, I didn't drill the holes. This is what made me think I need to drill the holes for this guy. So it's nutrient content, fertilizer, water, and air is blowing through. And that's pretty much it. And it will grow. These plants are, this is my second year with them. So they're a little over a year. I got them last year when we moved to Florida. And they were babies, and now this is what they look like. And I haven't been able to keep my plants this long, so this is the longest I've had a plant. Because during the winter time, they'd all die. Unless I brought them inside. They lasted, but I had problems with aphids when I did that, so they all died anyway. And I needed a better lighting system. But I think that's all we're doing today.
Yeah, I think it's gonna rain again.
Well, stay tuned for more.
That's right. Watermelons. In like a week, they sprouted. So as soon as my starters get big enough, add them to the melon one.
And then we have a hydroponic system coming that we're going to start using that for lettuce. So,
You got the jalapenos.
all right. Bye. We're adding a wick because it was drooping. The plant was droopy.
So these will bring water up to it.